Hi, good day to everyone, especially to you, ma'am. So now I will be having a short summary of the lesson 4, which is Marxism. So Marxism is a difficult and continuous body of work, but it is also more than this. It is the body of revolutionary theory with the purpose of changing the world. So, as Marx famously said, the philosophers have only interpreted the world in various ways. The point is to change it. This makes Marxist analysis political in a quite specific way. But this is not to suggest that other methods and approaches are apolitical. On the contrary, Marxism insists that all are ultimately political. So, when we talk about classical Marxism, Marx argues that each significant period in history is constructed around a particular mode of production. That is the way in which a society is organized, like slave, feudal, or capitalist, to produce the necessaries of life, like food, shelter, and etc. So, in general terms, each mode of production produces a specific way of obtaining the necessaries, of life, specific social relationships between workers and those who control the mode of production, and specific social institutions, including cultural ones. So, at the heart of this analysis is the claim that how a society produces its means of existence, its particular mode of production, ultimately determines the political, social, and cultural shape of that society and its possible future development. So, as Marx explained, the mode of production of material life conditions the social, political, and intellectual life process in general. So, a classical Marxist approach to or a popular culture would above all else insist that to understand and explain a text or practice, it must always be situated in its historical moment of production, analyzed in terms of the historical conditions that produce it. So, Alto Syrianism, so it is a social formation consists of three practices: the economic, the political, and the ideological. So the relationship between the base and the superstructure is not one of expression. The superstructure being an expression or passive reflection of the base, but rather the superstructure is seen as necessary to the existence of the base. So the model allows for the relative autonomy of the superstructure. So now when we talk about hegemony, it involves a specific kind of consensus. A social group seeks to present its own particular interests as the general interest of the society as a whole. In this sense, the concept is used to suggest a society in which, despite oppression and exploitation, there is a high degree of consensus, a large measure of social stability, a society in which subordinate groups and classes appear to actively support and subscribe to values, ideals, and objectives, cultural and political meanings which bend them to and incorporate them into the prevailing structures. So that's all, ma'am. Thank you.